Hello there, my name is Ben and welcome back to Play the Game Central. I've just got a massive thank you to give you today. I mean, we hit 25,000 subscribers. I didn't think that would happen after what happened with Co and, the whole Activision thing. I really didn't think that would happen, and I've got to thank you because, it was your decision to subscribe to Play the Game. If you're listening to me now, it's probably because we just came up in your sub box or whatever. And, without pressing subscribe, that wouldn't have happened. And, I don't really know why we're thanking you because it's not exactly hard to press subscribe, but in a way you've joined more than just a channel. And I get a couple of people who say they don't want a community, they just want a YouTube channel, but I find that those people don't last long in Play the Game. It's the reason you subscribe to something like Play the Game, other than the zombie updates, is because we are such a kind of involving community, and if there's an issue, like, everyone jumps on it, or if it's very much community effort, and that's never been as kind of obvious as it is now about how strong the community is and all of that stuff. From the original people with the Henry Langham viral who are still lying around like Black Ops Tiger and Flame Kids, Chunda, and a lot of other people, many of whom have been directors and have kind of been through the paces of Play the Game, to all the newer kind of people like Frosty 115 and he probably doesn't even know that I know who he is, but Samot Slayer, NadXOX on the forums, and Trapper D Luck obviously on the forums, to the kind of community management itself, like Boop, who is your community manager now, and Chris, who is very much in charge of media and all that kind of stuff, to Charlie, who is the social side, and Joe, who's doing all the website stuff. It just works at the moment. It's never worked quite so well. Having multiple daily content has not happened to Play the Game, in this consistency ever. So, that does pay off, and we've seen it pay off, because about a month ago we were at just under 5,000 subscribers, and now it's quite a different story. So that's really good, and you are the ones that I have to thank for that, and I really hope you enjoy the content in the future. We're not as arrogant as we actually sound. We're definitely not, actually. I think it's mainly because you don't get to see our faces, and most of the time we're being sarcastic and smiling or half smiling, and people don't really get that. Like, I just got told off for being so horrible to read on a video when I listened to it back, and I was like, well, I just kind of said that I wanted to do a commentary with him. I didn't realise that was particularly horrible. So but I think a lot of the stupid people out there don't subscribe to Play the Game because they just don't get the comedy, or just they don't get the commentaries, because you have to have your brain switched on to get Play the Game commentaries, and that is what happened. I know a lot of the most recent content has been disproving a lot of NGT's nonsense, but we have to do that because people keep asking us to look into this, and you can't blame us for giving in to these people who incessantly post some of the most stupid comments I've ever seen. But we do look into them, and then we disprove, or we prove, which very rarely happens, one of these kind of spacious claims. But that's it. 25,000 subscribers. I really can't believe that we're at that again. And once again, this is all your fault. And if you haven't already subscribed, then don't listen to that fat guy at the end. Just kind of press subscribe wherever it is, or go to our channel and check it out and hit subscribe. And if you can like the video, that would be amazing. And I just want to thank people like Dalek, who is such a lovely, lovely guy and a very valuable part of our community. People like Yoti, who is gorgeous, and he has an amazing channel as well, and I love his Borderlands stuff, but I prefer it to his zombie stuff, believe it or not. I just think it's really, really good. Well, his zombie stuff really, really good as well, but I just really like the way he does his Borderlands stuff. And people like Reed Radostins, who, I've known him for a long, long time now, Reed, and he's a good friend, and he's just always been so supportive. I've tried to help him out in my way, and then when what happened to Co happened, he was just there, and that was it. He was just a helping hand, and every single like from guys like that means the world to us, because we probably wouldn't be at 25k if they hadn't. And anyway, thank you again, and it's a bit emotional, this video, but thank you very much, and let's get on with getting to another significant number. The good thing about Play the Game in terms of revenue, and I just wanted to talk about that, why we have adverts, because a lot of people are saying, why would you put adverts on your videos? Aren't you going to lose people? Well, we have a really good PPV value, which a lot of people don't even have PPV, and it came from when we had Play the Game Co. made into an affiliate. So we now get the same revenue as a channel over 100 times the size of Play the Game would get, and it goes from 0.001p to 0.1p. So it's really, really good, and you know that without that we'd still be in a bit of a pickle, if you want to say that. But as it was just fortuitous that whole Activision thing happened at that time, because it was a good time to start a new channel basically as well. So anyway, there you go, and all of that money gets reinvested into Play the Game, like the forums and the website. Some people ask where the money at Play the Game goes, and also into the higher management, getting, you know, upgrades for computers, hard drive space, all that kind of stuff, and capture cards. You know, a lot of that stuff was expensive, and then it goes into the office, Play the Game's office and headquarters. You know, there's a lot to kind of get the money back into Play the Game and reinvest it. It's tricky in its own way. So anyway, that's enough of that. I just wanted to answer a few questions as well, so I'm sorry about that at the end. But thank you so much again, and let's just get on with... Let's just keep building it, basically, and we're going to be here for all the DLC, and no one's going anywhere. Don't worry about any of that, and let's just get on with it. Cheers, guys. See you in a bit.